We weren't born for this. We were made, forged by the game.
Every sacrifice and setback we overcame.
With the cameras on or the lights dim, we put the work in. We have stumbled only to rise again. And again. We've done things that they said could never be done. We've grown into the women we dreamed we'd become. And when we got to the top, we reached back to help the next one. We have earned our place with the elite, our space to be free.
Every moment has readied us to take this stage.
The game shaped us so that we
could shape the game.
Hello everyone, I'm Sam Fisher and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2024 Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball College Draft. Joining me here tonight to help host, announce, and welcome the draftees are my fellow AU Pro Softball roster mate Aubrey Leach and General Manager Extraordinaire for Softball America, Tara Henry. Over the next 30 minutes or so, Aubrey, Tara, and I will reveal what will be the 4th college draft class for Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball. The three of us are super excited to lead you through tonight in this very special event. By the way, please follow along with us on social media tonight at AU Pro Sports and use the hashtag AUProSB. You can share with us how and where you're tuning in. I have the honor of currently serving as the Softball Player Executive Committee Chairperson. In each of our Athletes Unlimited sports, there exists a Player Executive Committee, or PEC. The respective PECs are involved in all decisions that relate to our particular sports, from game structure and rules, to the player roster, including college drafts, to in-market activities, scheduling, and a whole lot more. My fellow committee members were unable to join tonight in person, but we certainly want to recognize them. In her 4th season, infielder Sis Bates. Entering their 3rd seasons, both infielders, Andrea Filler and Sierra Romero, and coming off of a terrific rookie season, someone whose name we announced here this time last year, pitcher Megan Faremo. All right, Tara, let's talk about 2023 a bit.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be joining you for this show. We know how special draft day is for the players whose names are announced and the coaches and universities they represent. Before we get to that, though, let's take a quick look at the past and last year's summer of softball highlights. The 2023 softball season for AUX, Rachel Garcia won the 23 AUX title and followed that up with a 4th place medal in the championship season. Rachel became only the 2nd player in any AU sport with 3 career medals. Odyssey Alexander was crowned the 2023 championship season champion, and Jessie Warren swept AUX in championship season top defensive honors. Megan Faremo was also named Rookie of the Year. Hey Aubrey, you earned some hardware last season at AUX. What was it like to finish strong and secure that 2nd place finish?
It was incredible. AUX is such a fun twist to AU Pro Softball. And so one thing's for sure is that every moment counts at Athletes Unlimited. You may be at the bottom of the leaderboard one inning and then at the top the next time you're at bat. So it's always fun to see how things really shake out in the end.
If you're familiar at all with Athletes Unlimited, you know one cool and unique feature of the league is the leaderboard. This is a look at the leaderboard and how the top 10 finished in AUX in 2023. Rachel Garcia earned the champion's title. And infielder over here, Aubrey Leach, the triple threat offense helped her secure a 2nd place finish. Catcher Mia Davidson rounded out the medalists, capturing 3rd place. And for the championship season, here's a look at the top 10 and some notables. Odyssey Alexander was crowned champion with nearly 2,000 points, 70 of which came from winning the inning with 79 inning wins. 2nd place for the 2nd year in a row was pitcher Alyssa Denham with a league best 1.51 ERA. And Danielle Gibson hit her way up the leaderboard last summer to a 3rd place medal. And not only did Rachel Garcia become champion in AUX, she earned a 4th place medal in the championship season. no one threw more innings or amassed more stat points than Rachel Garcia.
AU Pro Softball has held an annual college draft since 2021, and it's always fun to see the draftees succeed in the league. To date, there have been a total of 39 college draftees whose names have been announced and invited to compete as professional softball players here with Athletes Unlimited.
And as we look ahead to the 5th season of softball in 2024, it's going to be very special to have the draftees whose names you hear called tonight join us this season. We know this is an important and exciting moment for the draftees, their universities, and of course, their families. It might play out something like this, as it did for our #1 pick from the 2023 draft class, Sydney McKinney. With the very first selection of the Athletes Unlimited 2023 college draft, a middle infielder from Wichita State, Sydney McKinney.
It was honestly so surreal. I was with my team in the airport. We were heading to conference tournament, so I was surrounded by all my besties. My coaches, they've just had such a big impact on my life, so it was just a great feeling. It's really cool that I get to open up the door for more mid-majors, and they can see that, you know, we can keep playing. We're in this fight. We're great players, so it was really awesome.
I have chills just watching that. It was great, and to be able to see Sydney's reaction, not only her, but her teammates and her coaches. If you're tuning in tonight, get your cameras out and hit record. Tag and share with us your draft highlight. And one more thing before we go. Let's take a quick look at how this Athletes Unlimited college draft works. There are 15 total draft selections. Draftees invited to join the roster for the 2024 seasons. The AUX season runs from June 10th to June 25th, 2024. The championship season runs from July 26th to August 25th, 2024. Draftee selections are carefully evaluated and finalized by the 5-person player executive committee.
All right, so enough talking. I think it's time that we get into some draftees. So if you guys are ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay. The first selection of the Athletes Unlimited 2024 Pro Softball College Draft is a pitcher from Clemson, Valerie Kagel. Valerie becomes the first player in Clemson history to be drafted to Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball, and I think it's a no-brainer. I think she's proven over her career at Clemson that she is an MVP. She is somebody who that team needs, and she can do it on both sides of the ball. So I think in Athletes Unlimited, we have seen that that's an advantage to be able to hit and pitch, so I can't wait to see what she does.
For sure.
Absolutely. Valerie Kagel, just an incredible pitcher, an incredible hitter. We haven't seen her pitch as much at Clemson this year, but an athlete that's worth almost 8 or 9 wins to your program is somebody that you'd want to draft, and a no-brainer to have Valerie Kagel in this draft. Aubrey, your thoughts on Kagel?
It's hard to talk about Clemson softball without mentioning Valerie Kagel. Just a utility, like you said, on both sides of the ball, and just an impactful player for this program.
All right, Tara, why don't you take us to the next selection?
Sounds good. Here we go. The next selection is an outfielder from UCLA, Maya Brady. Maya Brady, back-to-back Pac-12 Player of the Year. She can do it all. She played the outfield beginning of her career. She's now playing shortstop for the UCLA Bruins. She can hit for power. She can run, and quite a leader on that squad. Sam, Maya Brady, thoughts?
Listen, I've been waiting for her to retire. Graduate. Don't retire, Maya. I can't wait for you to come play with us. She is somebody who has just been dynamite in that roster, and she's important to that lineup. You just know that she has competing in her veins, and I love watching her play. She does it every time. She's who you want up to bat. She's who you want in the field for that Bruin team.
All-star player. I mean, you think of UCLA softball and the legacy they have, and Maya Brady is another one of those names. I can't wait for her to be out here and play AU softball.
Can be great.
All right, I'm next. The next selection we have here is an infielder from Oklahoma, Tiare Jennings. From the powerhouse of Oklahoma, Tiare has led the way for this Sooner infield. Have any thoughts on Tiare?
So many thoughts. She's someone who, like you said, it's a powerhouse lineup and she still stands out. That is hard to do when it's such an electric lineup and Tiare is in every conversation. She's out there, she's competing every single day and you can always count on her. So I love watching her play and I can't wait to see how she translates it into the pro space.
Well, when you think of Oklahoma softball, back-to-back championships, back-to-back, yes, we said it. And Tiare Jennings is a huge part of that. She's a Women's College World Series record holder for RBIs and over a 400 career batting average, an acre in the infield, and just an incredible leader and someone that can play defense and knock the ball out of the yard.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, back to me of the next selection. It's an outfielder from Oklahoma, Jada Coleman. Another standout, another person who you don't have a conversation about the Oklahoma offense without talking about Jada Coleman or their defense. She's out there flying around in the outfield, catching all the balls, nothing's dropping. So to me, she's an electric player. She's exciting, she's fun, and she does it every time.
Absolutely. When you talk about an elite outfielder, Jada Coleman is in that discussion. She can make plays, she can rob home runs, and she's a leadoff for Oklahoma Sooners, so she can swing it as well. Aubrey, I know you've got some thoughts on Jada Coleman and playing against her.
I love the speed game, so I'm a little biased there. But I love the fire, like you said, the electricity she brings to our game, and I think that's going to complement AU softball so well. I can't wait to see her flying around catching balls. Hopefully not ours, but other people's. But I'm excited. All right. Selfishly taking this one, it is my pleasure to announce the next selection here, a pitcher from the University of Tennessee, Payton Goda. From the moment she stepped foot on Tennessee's campus, Payton has made an impact to Tennessee's team. A two-time SEC conference champions now, with Payton leading the way on the mound. Sam, you have any thoughts?
I love watching her throw. I think that she does such a good job of mixing things up, and I think at any level that's important, but especially transitioning into the pro level, it's huge, and it's fun watching from my couch, watching her pitch, but now thinking about drafting her and then going in the box against her, it doesn't look like it's fun in there, which is a huge compliment to her.
And transferring into Tennessee, I think Payton Goda, when you look at her as an athlete and as a pitcher in the circle, she is just a complete game changer and someone that competes every single pitch. And so to see her go into the pro level and have to face the same hitters over and over again, I think it's going to be crucial for her to mix speeds like she does and compete every pitch. And I'm excited to see her start her pro career.
So with that, we have our first 5 names. Here's what it looks like so far. We have 2 pitchers, 2 outfielders, and 1 infielder. 2 of them are from the Big 12, and we also see the ACC, Pac-12, and SEC conferences, each having 1 draftee in the top 5. And with that, I can't wait to see who else we're going to draft. So Tara, you want to go ahead and take it from here?
Yeah, I'll take the next one. The next draftee is an infielder from Florida, none other than Skyler Wallace. Skyler Wallace, the University of Florida, an elite defender. She's got speed, she can hit for power, and someone when you're facing is a tough one to prepare for. And just again, so many tools on defense and on offense. Aubrey, we'll throw it to you.
Skyler definitely pushes that team forward. She's continued to have success in FCA and SEC Players of the Year last year, and so I just super excited to see what she can do.
I feel like she's been in college for 10 years, so I've just been sitting and waiting for her to get to this point, right? Because her game has just continued to develop and grow, and she becomes constantly, the topic of conversation when you talk Florida softball. And SEC Player of the Year, you played in the SEC, that's a really high honor.
Yes.
So it shows how important she is to her team, her conference, and college softball in general. So I think she's just going to transition so nicely into the pro space. But I have the next selection. An outfielder from Miami of Ohio, Carly Spade. This one, obviously, maybe, am I a mid-major bias? Maybe. But she has hit 101 home runs in her college career. That's the second person only in the history of college softball to do that. So I don't care where you play, I don't care what you swing, I don't care who's pitching. Sending the ball to the park that many times is such a feat. And she's versatile. She can play the infield, she can play the outfield, she's super fast. I think that is something that you want in a player going to the professional level.
Oh, for sure. And you think of AU scoring system, a home run's 40 points, and that's one of the best ways to jump up on that leaderboard. And so home runs are so necessary and so important when it comes to AU softball.
And Carly becomes the first player to be drafted out of Miami, Ohio. So congratulations to Carly and what she represents for Miami, Ohio. Just second all-time in home runs behind Jocelyn Allo. She's just clicking above 100 there and has the MAC record for hits. So congratulations to Carly. Oh, me again. Here we go. Sorry. The next draftee, a pitcher from Texas State, Jessica Mullins. Jessica becomes the first player in Texas State history to be drafted to Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball. Jessica Mullins, again, another one. When we talk about Texas State, you can't leave Jessica Mullins' name out of it. Sam, your thoughts on Mullins, because she's just electric in the circle.
She's so good. She's a competitor. All I hear about her is how much fire she has, and you can see it. It translates. You watch her, and you can see it. And they have relied on that arm. She's thrown 200-plus innings this season alone, and they're just entering into the conference tournament. So I just think that she has been a staple, and we know how important it is to be able to go the distance in AU, to be able to be thrown into any situation, and she's handling that at Texas State fine.
Oh yeah, like you said, with the AU format, there are going to be times when you're going to have to pitch back-to-back games or multiple times in a weekend. So having a large number of innings under your belt is going to really help you succeed here at AU.
Absolutely. And Aubrey, with that, you've got the next selection.
I do. I'm going to say the staple behind the plate, a catcher from Oklahoma, Kinsey Hansen. Tara, I'll pass it to you here. I know you have a lot to say about Kinsey.
Kinsey Hansen, again, like you said, a staple behind the dish for Oklahoma, the Sooners. Not only is she an elite receiver, she also can hit the ball. And I just love that about Kinsey. And when you talk about the back-to-back-to-back championships, she's a part of that group as well. So, again, a core group of Sooners that will be heading into AU. But, Sam, thoughts on Kinsey Hansen?
I mean, you nailed it on the head with the back-to-back-to-back, going for another back, that you have these players who know how to win. And you've got Kinsey, who has handled a lot of different pitchers and a lot of really good pitchers. And that is something that we see. Like, you have a staff of the best in AU, and you could go through a 5-week season and catch 16 different pitchers. So that, I think, is something that she's going to take, and she's going to run with it, because you also call your own game. So you got to know what you're doing behind the dish, and she knows. She's proven it. And like you said, she can also hit. She's just someone who you want in your lineup, and you want her in there always. And now it's my turn. We have a pitcher from Oklahoma State, Lexi Kilfoyle. I can't think of anything heavier than Lexi Kilfoyle's drop ball. Just falling right off the table. I mean, in the pro hitting space, throwing a ball up is very dangerous, because anybody can hit the ball out of the yard. And Lexi is someone who has such command over that pitch down. She can make it drop here, she can make it drop here or here. And I just think that that's something that's going to be really hard to handle.
Oh, for sure. The drop ball is always deadly when it comes to softball. But I really am excited to see how she can continue to grow.
Yeah.
I feel like throughout her career, she's been able to make transitions and then continue to succeed every step of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Kilfoyle. She's the one. I call her the limiting extra base hit pitcher.
Yeah.
That's what I call her, something around there. And so the ball's going to stay in the yard. Again, like you talked about, it's hard to lift a drop ball out of the yard. So Lexi Kilfoyle, huge addition. Good luck, guys. And with that selection, we are down to our final 5 draftees of the night. Let's take a look at the draftees to this point. There are 4 pitchers, 3 outfielders, 2 infielders, and 1 catcher. 4 players are from the Big 12, 2 from the SEC and the ACC, Pac-12, MAC, and Sun Belt conferences. Each have 1 draftee in the top 10. All right, guys, what stands out to both of you with this group?
I think for me personally, I see you rattled off so many different conferences, right? So like, I think when I'm growing up, I heard about the Pac and I heard about the SEC, and it was still mostly the Pac. And now I'm looking at this and I'm seeing softball across the board. It's gotten stronger everywhere. These players are going to schools that can allow them to thrive. And I think that that's something that we're seeing, where people will find their place and they leave better than they went in. So I love to see that. I love to see the diversity in the conferences and the type of players that we're going to get.
Oh, for sure. And I think there's something to be said about these draftees being so versatile. A lot of utilities, a lot of power, but also that stands out is those pitchers. It's so important to have a really standout pitcher on the mound, and these draftees fit the mold for sure.
All right, we're rolling along, and the next announcement is mine. An infielder from Kentucky, Aaron Koffel. Aaron Koffel, All-American. She's got international experience, a staple for Kentucky at shortstop. She can field it, she can hit it. Sam, Aaron Koffel.
The thing that sticks out to me the most about Erin is that she's exciting. Like every play she makes, every time she swings the bat, it's exciting. And I love to see that fire coming from a player, because softball's fun. Softball's so hard, and she goes out there and she plays it so well, and I love the energy that comes with it. So I think that that's something that has carried her up to this point, and it's just going to continue to carry her through success in the pro level.
For sure. Obviously, having to scout Erin a little bit. She's a big bat in Kentucky's lineup, and our scout definitely said, don't let her beat us. And so I'm excited to see what Erin can do at AU. This one's me.
Take it.
All righty. The next draftee is a pitcher from the powerhouse of Oklahoma, Kelly Maxwell. Another Oklahoma Sooner here, but now the lethal lefty. Sam, thoughts?
What she does is so good. She moves the ball, she commands her pitches, and she does it as a lefty, and that's so scary, you know, because it's so hard to step in the box against somebody with that kind of command, especially coming from the left side. So I think she's proven that she is elite. I think she's proven that she can hang with any offense that she's thrown against, and that's what it's going to take to get to the next level with the offenses that we have at Athletes Unlimited.
Yes, Sam, and when you talk about elite, you talk about a lefty that can throw to both arm side and glove side. She can spin it, she can mix speeds, she can throw up, she can throw down. She throws to all quadrants. Mm-hmm. And most people think she's throwing a backdoor curve, but I believe it's just a drop or a fastball in. So she can she makes it look like she's throwing something that she's not even throwing. So again, I think a huge addition from the left side to AU.
I'm scared. All right, it's my turn. A catcher from UCLA, Charisse Palos. I'm so excited to talk about Char because we have her older sister, Sashel, who's been with us since the inaugural season of Athletes Unlimited, just an absolute AU favorite. And Charisse is living up to that Palacios name in that she's dynamite. She's a great teammate, and she's someone who's exciting and she's passionate. And watching her at first at Arizona, I'm like, this kid is good. And then seeing her blossom at UCLA and develop into the player that she is now, professional level draftee, has just been so much fun to watch.
It's been so cool. Coming from a line of softball sisters, I think it's so unique to have two more added to AU, but also being catchers. Like, those are such tough positions, and it comes with a lot of responsibility. So I'm so excited to see what Charisse can do.
Yeah, Char, another Bruin. Loving all these Bruins coming in. And just an incredible receiver again, and can hit the ball out of the yard. And she can run too. She's making double plays, tagging players out left and right behind the dish there. So that's Charisse Palos. Oh, well, we're down to our final two selections of the night. I'm going to go first, Aubrey, then you can go. So next is a pitcher from Northwestern, Ashley Miller. Ashley Miller, former Michigan State player, transfers over to Northwestern, and what an impact she has made. Northwestern conference title for the regular season, and part of that is Ashley Miller, and she's been impeccable in the circle for the Wildcats. Sam, thoughts on Ashley Miller?
I luckily got to see her throw in person to open season out at Arizona State, and that changeup, when I tell you that is a pro veteran pitcher changeup, she finished the game on 3 in a row. And so I thought that was the coolest thing to see, and that's something I think that helps against these professional hitters that, you know, you kind of can't fool a lot of them, and she is throwing that changeup with such command that I think that it's going to just go so nicely into her repertoire for a pro pitcher.
Oh, for sure. I think we've all had choice words for a good changeup pitcher in our career. But no, I'm excited. She's obviously been so influential to her Northwestern team and led them to a conference title. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right.
Aubrey.
Drum roll, please. The final selection of the Athletes Unlimited 2024 Pro Softball College Draft is an outfielder from Duke, Claire Davidson. Another versatile player added to this draftee list. Claire also brings a unique story.
Yeah, I love that. Tara, do you want to tell us a little bit more?
Well, I think when you look at a Claire Davidson, you kind of look at what she's been through, highly touted SEC recruit, and then decides to go the academic route and opts to go to Duke. And then really going through it through season, and was a pitcher by trade and now is concentrating on her outfield skills. But gosh, what an incredible athlete. And to see her growth this past season and see her lead the Blue Devils has just been quite impressive. Sam?
Yeah, I agree. Like what you said about being able to focus in the outfield and taking maybe that pitching off the plate. Look at how she's flourished. She's hitting the ball. She's making plays. She's in that lineup and so important to it, so crucial. And I love to see, we've talked a lot tonight about growth, about a player who starts one way and finishes at a pro level. And I think that Claire is somebody that's proving that if you work hard, it will pay off. And I can't wait to see how it continues to flourish for her. And well, with all that talking, we did it. Let's take a look at this exciting 2024 Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball College Draft Class. We have players from 11 different programs and 7 different conferences. Oklahoma leads all schools with 4 draftees and UCLA with 2. Pitchers lead all positions with 6. We've got 4 outfielders, 3 infielders, and 2 catchers. Final thoughts, you two, now that you see that all there?
I mean, versatility was key.
Yeah.
That's how we got the draftees we do, and I'm just excited to get out there and play with them and against them. As you know, the AU format, it depends on your draft and who you'll be with or against.
Not only the versatility, but I think the amount of conferences and the amount of different programs that are represented, it makes my heart happy. I think you see the growth of our game, and you see it right here in this draft, that it's not just a few at the top, it's spread across the entire country, and couldn't be more excited about where our sport is at and to see these athletes compete in AU this summer.
I can't wait. I mean, I can definitely wait to face the pitchers, but let's hope we're on the same teams. And if you're wondering where you can see all of us, including these draftees, playing this summer, join us for a summer of softball. AUX season starts in a few weeks in Wichita, Kansas at Wichita State University from June 10th to June 25th. Then we're back in Rosemont, Illinois to compete in our championship season from July 26th to August 25th. In addition to that, you can catch every single game live on TV. To find the full broadcast schedule, visit auprosoftball.com.
Well, that'll do it for the 2024 AU Pro Softball College Draft. Big congratulations to all 15 draftees. We can't wait to see you in uniform in June. Thanks, everyone, and good night.